Hello, everyone. I'm Vinayak Mathur, and I'm going to talk to you about a resource that we host on Cubes called Genome Solver. And my lightning talk today is talking about a bioinformatics pipeline that can be used for community science. Genome Solver is a previously NSF-funded project that was developed in collaboration with Gaurav Arora, who's at Gallaudet University, and Anne Rosenwald at Georgetown University. So what are the opportunities that you have with Genome Solver project? One thing that we do in this resource is that we use publicly available genomic data. So this data is either available on NCBI or joint JGI database, the Joint Genomic Institute. We make use of freely available bioinformatic tools. So some of the examples are tools like Muscle for comparative genomics, Mega for phylogenetics, and Progressive MOV for synteny analysis. And the really cool thing about Genome Solver is that it provides an opportunity for your students to get involved in genuine research projects. So the students are learning bioinformatic tools, which kind of lie at the intersection of biology, math, and computer science. We also have some statistics built into it, which could be useful for your learning goals. And then in terms of the research projects that they're working with, the students get to develop their own hypotheses based on genomic information. So it's a great tool to kind of use in your classrooms if you're running a cure or a project-based course where you can use the modules from the Genome Solver project to develop genuine research projects based on the genomic data. And you can use these projects either to complement your teaching needs or your research needs. There are people, especially the collaborators that I talked to you about, including myself, who have published research using some of the Genome Solver modules, but it is also very easy to use this within the classroom as a teaching tool. And something that we are really excited about is our community science project and Python pipeline that I'm going to talk to you on the next slide. And the GitHub page for that the link is located on there. And also, if you see on the bottom right corner, there's a QR code where it takes you to our Genome Solver page hosted on Cubes. So what does the modular workflow look like? So the big research question that we're asking in this project is talking about horizontal gene transfer, right? So we're thinking about there are some phage genes that are found in bacterial genomes and thinking about what exactly those phage genes are doing there and trying to figure out maybe their functional role. So I'll run you through some of the modules that we have, which you can either use in totality or you can use whichever ones are relevant for your course. So the first module is our BLAST module, which introduces the BLAST tool and gets students familiar with using BLAST to search against a database. The second module, obviously, is the databases, thinking about where the genomic information is found. The third module is looking at genome annotation and kind of talking to students about structural and functional annotation. We then introduce our community science project, which introduces students to a phage gene or protein that they can then search within the database to find orthologs within the bacterial genome and try to identify these cases of potential horizontal gene transfer. This is something where we are trying to automate the process and developing a Python pipeline. So kind of introducing the students to a little bit of coding to identify horizontal gene transfer. And then once you have identified these cases, we can use these other three modules, the comparative genomics, the phylogenetics, and the synteny, to try to analyze the data and try to see if the evidence of horizontal gene transfer that they identified can further be validated. So again, all our material is found on Cubes. And if you're interested in finding out more about the project, you can always email me. My email address is at the bottom. And I would love to hear from you soon.